people! My name is Rage, and welcome to episode 2 of Don't Question It, the show where you ironically do question it and are in fact encouraged to. So there we go. Oh, to the yes. Alright guys, today's episode is going to be slightly different than last week's. The reason being is a couple-fold. A couple-fold? That's a new word now, Rage Gaming DM. Basically, I went through about 600 of the emails. Yes, there is a ridiculous amount right now, but I went through that many, and a lot of questions kept repeating themselves. A lot of basic questions that people apparently really want to know the information to. So what I did, if any one question came up around, 30-ish or more times, I was just going to do a quick fire episode, which is today, go for everything that people want to know, satisfy everyone's general curiosity on obvious things. Then from next week, that should pave the way to some more, thought-out questions about what's currently happening now, or, things along those lines, to make way for more essay-type responses like I did with the zombie question. So, if everyone is cool with that, let us get on with today's Q&A session. Dun dun dun! The first question comes in from JC! Not JC, sorry, that's completely wrong. JS! I just prefer JC. Change your name to JC, okay? Not JS! Are you going to do a walkthrough of The Walking Dead 2? The simple answer, yes. The long answer, yes I am. Alright, so the next question... No, but seriously, The Walking Dead was one of the funniest Let's Plays I've done. Probably the best. People loved it. I loved doing it. It was great. And there will be nothing stopping me from doing it again with the sequel once it comes out. It is going to be absolutely flawless. Absolutely retarded. Okay, so, the next question. I told you it's going to be quick fire today. Hey Rage, this is from Ichigo. Oh, that's nice. Ichigo's questioning me. Oh man, it's a shame you don't have a storyline, mate. Oh, alright. Hey Rage, whatever happened to the DayZ files? I enjoyed watching it. I still watch the old videos. Good for you, man. I actually still watch the old DayZ files. They are brilliant. They are probably joint first in terms of the videos that I am most proud of, the best videos that I have ever made. I love doing the DayZ files. The DayZ files. The DayZ files. Fuck my life. I love doing DayZ files. And they will be returning once DayZ goes standalone. We have kind of just lost interest in DayZ. I mean, we got forced away from the game by hackers, then kind of got bored from not playing, and it's just not something we think about anymore. But don't worry, as soon as it goes standalone, we are going to be on that like white on rice, and it is going to be glorious. The videos will return bigger and better than ever, and I cannot wait. So they will return, and that is why they stopped. Alright then, moving on. The next question is from MH. MH all up in this hizzy. And what MH would like to know is... Why do you like generic foreign accents so much, and do you ever get people offended by it? Well, to answer this question, I must delve deep into my psyche. No, simple fact is, it just amuses me greatly to speak like this. I enjoy doing it. I do not know why. I think it kind of stemmed from maybe DayZ, from the people that we were killing when they were speaking on mic, and I was like taunting them back in their own accent initially, but then I kind of liked it myself, and then at one point, me and Hollow play Far Cry 3, go up, and the character I pick speaks like this permanently, so for entire hour of gameplay, I speak like this during all conversations I had with Hollow, and from that point onwards, I kind of keep subconsciously going into accent, and find it very easy to keep up and maintain through normal conversation. So that is why I like the accent so much. I think it is fun to do, and I assure you, I do not do it to offend anyone, I don't do it to make fun of people, I just enjoy speaking like this. Well, unless it's Gubiak, I do it to make fun of Gubiak, because Gubiak is very foreign, but anyone else, it's completely fine. And do people ever get offended by it? Apart from Gubiak, no one seems to get offended by it, because after all, this is actually how no one in the world speaks. It's not from anywhere, it is generic foreign for a reason. Foreign people in fact find it amusing and to laugh at my own generic foreign accent. So, that is the answer to your questions. Okay, moving on. Yes, crazy bitch! I love saying crazy bitch in foreign. Crazy bitch in foreign is best thing to say in foreign. Okay, so, the next question. This is from JMT! JMT, I like your style, JMT. What is the most awkward thing that has ever happened to you, or the most embarrassing thing? I'm sorry, but I'm going to tease you with this question. The most embarrassing / awkward / awesome / the best story, if I had to choose one story to tell you guys, it would be this, but I'm not going to tell it. in this video, or indeed any, don't question it. This story, and you can confirm this with Hollow because he was there, is something that needs its own video. If any of you guys have any kind of sort of skill in maybe stick figure animation or drawing like a slide of images to make like an animated video, that would be fantastic. Just any form of basic animation so I can visually represent the story as I tell it, because this story needs to be its own video because it is fantastic. By far the best story that me and Hollow could ever tell you. The video where we tell it will have to have, you know, passable animated visuals in the background, any form of animation, I really don't mind, and we will be taking turns telling it from our various perspectives because it is phenomenal. So please, if anyone watching this has any skill in flash animation, stick figure animation, anything like that at all, please PM me with your Skype, get in touch with me, because I want this to happen and it will make a fantastic video. So I'm sorry to sort of tease you with that, but that is the answer to that question in the technical sense. The next question, and it is surprising how much this comes up, like I don't even know. This is from AM. Do you drink before making videos because you act like you are high? Now, so many people, about 60 people asked this in some form or another. Like, so many. I do not do anything before recording videos. I just press the record button and go. Any viewer who has ever been in a Skype call with me and Hollow, listen to us, will know that nothing changes when a video is happening. I am like I am in videos, out of videos. I don't put it on, I don't drink, I don't do any form of anything, okay? It is just me, which makes me very scared of what I would be like if I actually did do those things. Yes, indeed. But no, everyone who wonders that, I don't do anything like that to prepare for videos. God! Okay, next up we have a question from Evans111, and he asked, in Holocene questions, he has a horribly amazing habit of somehow including me in every episode, even if I don't ask a question. How do you plan on matching this scheme of his? Well, Evans, I don't know. I did not have a plan for that, but I will think about your question and somehow come up with a way to include it in this week's episode. So I want you to know, you can rest assured that that will happen. I had more fun planning that than you want to know. Honestly, it's quite awkward. I expect more questions from you, Evans. We could have like the Welsh section of the show where it's just Evans' question for the week. Evans' question of the week. Bah. It could be like the introductory jingle for it. Ah, brilliant. Absolutely flawless. Alright then, guys. Next up we have from TVA the Van Akab. Your name, mate, is interesting, and I'm not even going to attempt it, so you are staying as the TVA! Hey, Rage, what is your favourite anime? Animes, what is your favourite character in it, and why? I'm really wondering about that, because I also like anime. Oh, well, that's nice, isn't it? I absolutely love anime, okay? I've watched so many. Probably collectively I've watched about 1,500 episodes of anime across every anime that I've ever seen, and I absolutely love it, okay? I have a big list of stuff that I've watched, and, you know, I've got to pack. Maybe you anime connoisseurs out there could really help me out with this, because I have got to the point where I don't think there is an anime that I would like which I haven't watched, which is very, very depressing. I will go through the list of the stuff that I think is fantastic, and if you know of stuff that I've missed, which is like what I've said, PM me about it, email me about it, but don't email me to Rage Question It. If it's stuff like that, email it to Rage Gaming General, okay? That's better. So the animes that I like and the favourite character in each of them, I'm going to go through my top 5 list, I believe. Okay, so at number 5, we have Naruto. Yes, I'm going to have to say Naruto. I recently got into Naruto. In fact, it's the most recent anime that I watched. Watched the entire, from all of Naruto and all of Naruto Shippuden in about a month, maybe a month and a half, because when I get into a new anime, I really fucking go for it. And the reason it's 5th and no higher on my list is because it's so incredibly slow. When things are happening, it's really good. I mean, obviously it's not bad, otherwise I wouldn't have watched it all, but by God, is it so goddamn damn slow. It really is so slow, and there is so much exposition, so much explaining, so much of just random crap that you don't need to know because it's obvious. Like, when two characters who are watching their ally fight lean over to one another and go, is he going to use that move? They would not say that. They would literally talk about it. It's just so bad suspense building for what you are watching. Do you think he's going to do it? It's like, no, you would talk about what specifically you're on about. He knows it. Your ally should talk about it. Don't fucking go hint with it like they're being all super secretive ninja that they are. It's just, there's so much explanation that goes on. Like, the amount of episodes characters spend facing each other talking before they actually get to the business of kicking each other's ass is just ridiculous. And don't interpret this as me not liking story and just wanting loads of action, because that's not true at all. I love animes with a good story, but Naruto's story is just really ham-fisted and forced in your face, and it's just, but it's not terrible, but it's definitely the least favourite of the big, long episode-running shonens that I have watched. And my favourite character in that is Naruto. You will find that throughout all of these, I'm that kind of person whose favourite character generally tends to be the main character, because that's just how I roll. Because the main character in a shonen anime tends to be really powerful, but kind of like clumsy and sort of like hot-headed, and they don't really think, and I kind of feel like that's how I would be if I was in those situations, which is why I kind of more identify with the main character. You'll find that Hollow normally identifies with the supporting character, the kind of the Sasuke or the Zoro or the Laxus, for everyone who know who those people are, whereas I always identify with the main character more. Alright, so coming in at number 4 is Bleach. Now, this was a hard one to decide because Naruto and Bleach could probably be swapped around. The reason I like Bleach more, even though Bleach's story is terrible, like non-existent, completely, well, the first arc, the first 60 episodes or so, the rescuing Rukia arc, is really good story. That's fantastic. That, if the quality of Bleach maintained those 60 episodes, continued for all 350, it would be higher up on my list, but it doesn't. From 60 onwards, it just becomes a dumb fighting anime. But the reason why it's number 4 is because that dumb fighting, holy hell, like, there is some quality fighting in Bleach. Like, it is just dumb, amazing fights to watch. It's just like, that was cool. That was cool. I don't really care why they're fighting, but that fight, that was cool. And that is why it's number 4. Naruto's story is better than Bleach, but the fighting just really, really carries Bleach. Like, it's one of the best fighting that there is. Coming in at number 3 is, I would have to say, probably Reborn. Yes, I don't know, maybe is it better? See, from 5, 4, and 3, I don't really know, because I have a few that are, like, definitely favourites, but everything else kind of blurs together. But I'm going to have to say Reborn. Oh, my favourite character in Bleach, by the way, is probably, I don't really like Ichigo. Probably the eye patch guy who has bells on his hair, because I just think he's absolutely hilarious. But anyway, number 3, I'm going to go with Reborn, Hitman Reborn, because I think that is hilarious. The first sort of 20 episodes, when it can't decide what kind of anime it wants to be, I'm just like, what is going on? And if I hadn't looked it up and read that it does become, you know, a lot more shonen-y, a lot better, I probably would have stopped watching it. But once it got to that, it started being really cool. There were some cool fights. It's more light-hearted and funny, you know, about children being mafia bosses, and it is quite a good time. I mean, it ends at episode 200, which it kind of just stopped being produced, didn't continue following the manga and just ceased, which is okay because it does have a kind of satisfying ending, but it is not a bad anime at all. Yes, indeed. And my favourite character in that is Reborn himself, the little baby, mainly because I really wanted to see him fight, like, full on, like someone was actually pressuring him so much he needed to just do everything he could, and that unfortunately never happened in the anime. I think that may happen in the manga, someone can confirm that, but that's something I really wanted to see. But he was definitely my favourite character. I did kind of like Reborn. But honestly, yeah, now that I think about it, make Reborn 5, Naruto 4, no, Reborn 5, Bleach 4, and Naruto 3. In fact, I think that's probably a better order in terms of my relative enjoyment of the series. In at number 2, we have Fairy Tail, I'm going to have to say. In fact, no, in at number 2, Hunter x Hunter. Yes, I love Hunter x Hunter. It's a lot less high action, it's a lot more in-depth story, and the action is a lot more kind of believable, at least to the point where I've watched. I mean, I'm only on episode like 55 out of about 75 maybe, because I caught up and then I let it continue for a while, but I really like Hunter x Hunter. My favourite character in that is Gon, because again, he's just like that, and I would totally be an enhancer if I was in that series. And yeah, I really do like Hunter x Hunter. The world itself is really cool. I mean, I hate the guy with the blonde hair. I think his character is awful and he annoys me. But, you know, there's not much I can do about that. But yes, number 2, Hunter x Hunter. Alright, joint number 1. There are 4 animes that I would consider my joint number 1 because all 4 I've been like, new episode! Ah! Literally all of them. And one of them technically is an anime, but I don't give a shit. And 3 of them are completely animes. And all 4 of these I absolutely just think are amazing. I could watch them all day and absolutely love it. So, the first of the joint 4 first place animes is Fairy Tail. I love Fairy Tail, up to date on it every single week it comes out, but I'm so upset that it's stopped. They've literally stopped making Fairy Tail, and it was so depressing when I found that out. It's really upsetting. So out of the 4 that I have at number 1, I would say Fairy Tail is probably the last, just because it has stopped. But Natsu was, in fact, no, Gildarts is my favourite character in that. I think Gildarts is amazing. And I know there is someone on YouTube called Gildarts Clive as their account name, and also has a picture of Gildarts. And I know you watch my videos, Gildarts, and you sided with Hollow on one of his videos, and you voted Hollow, and you are my favourite character, man, and you betrayed me. I will never forgive that. Never. But yes, Fairy Tail is fantastic. The only thing I don't like about it is there's a distinct lack of blood to say how much they kick the shit out of each other, but that was because it was on in the mornings. By the way, for everyone who didn't know Fairy Tail was ending, I'm sorry to break the bad news. The only silver lining is it's starting again in the form of Fairy Tail Best, but that's just a rerun of every episode. So until we get back to like 181 or whatever it was, we're not going to get any new episodes, so it's very depressing. In at number 3, in the 4 that are number 1, is Soul Eater. I love Soul Eater. The only reason it's not higher because there's only 53 episodes of it, I believe, but I think Soul Eater is great. The world is really warped and awesome and sweet, and just generally everything is really cool about it. My favourite character in that is probably Death the Kid, just because I like his OCD-ness. It's really quite funny, and the pistols is quite unique in that world. Although I do like Maka and Soul as well, because scythes are amazing and everyone likes scythe fighting. So yes, Soul Eater, definitely really love that. Number 2, these number 2 and number 1 can be swapped around, by the way, but I'm going to go with number 2 being Avatar: The Last Airbender. I know it's technically not an anime because it was made in America, but Avatar: The Last Airbender, all 60 episodes, including Legend of Korra, which is another like 10, and they're doing more, I cannot wait, is just mind-blowing. If I could choose any style of fighting and make it real into the world, I would choose bending, because it's just so good. The story in that, the world, everything. There is nothing I can fault Avatar for, and a lot of people think it's like childish and stuff and refuse to watch it, but to give an example, my friend Jake, who you probably know about, he's 22, he'd never watched Avatar before at all. Every time I brought it up, he was like, sounds really gay. Why would I watch that? For months he was like this, okay, never having seen it, hates anime, never watched an anime. I got him to watch Avatar, finally. He finished all 3 seasons in 2 days and now fucking loves it. And not only that, it's the gateway for him because he's now watching Soul Eater. So yes, point to me. But yes, Avatar is mind-blowing, and my favourite character in that is obviously going to be Aang. Alright, so, the last one, and probably my most consistently enjoyable anime, if we're only talking about pure anime, and that is One Piece. You may be able to guess. One Piece has like over 500 episodes, in fact, getting close to 600 now. I'm a bit behind on it, but I absolutely love One Piece. From episode 200 onwards, the story gets great, the animating quality gets great, everything is awesome. You really start to care for the characters, and everything is funny, and the action is really action. It's just perfect. It's definitely probably the best shonen I have seen. I don't know, Fairy Tail and One Piece always fight each other for the number 1 spot in my likability, but yes, definitely One Piece is absolutely fantastic, and my favourite character, you might be able to guess obviously, is Luffy. So there we have it, everybody. If you know of any anime that's like anything I just read on this list, etc., preferably that has a lot of episodes that you know what I would like, please get in contact with me. PM me, RageGamingGeneral@gmail.com, just let me know, because I would love to find them. I've searched and searched and searched, and I really don't think there's anything left that's worth watching like those that I haven't seen, and that is a really depressing thought to me. Yes, indeed. And holy hell, I've been talking about not even talking, waxing lyrical about anime for 10 minutes. Well, that's the amount of time I have used up, which is fortunate, because I only had one question left, which wasn't really that much of it. It was basically, do you like Doctor Who? So yes, I do. That's effectively what the last question would involve. I mean, I was was going to elaborate on that, but you know, time limits. In fact, actually, you know what? I'm going to do one more question just because I'm feeling nice. Alright, the next one, and the final one I had prepared, so there you go, is from SA, and he wants to know, Rage, will you tell Fluke I said hi? You know, SA, I will tell Fluke you said hi. Fluke, SA, says hi.
Hey, SA.
So there you go, SA. Fluke does indeed say hi to you, so there you go. But you're glad you waited 20 minutes for your bit, aren't you?
Yeah, but you make my life sound really depressing.
Can you imagine?
If that's just not brightened my day. It's something opposite. It's darkened my life.
Well, thanks for coming on the show, man.
It's okay. Anytime, buddy.
Alright. Alright then, guys. That'll do. Alrighty then, guys, that is it for today's Don't Question It. That's in fact the name of the series. I hope you enjoyed it. A bit more rapid fire with quite a bit of nerd anime talk. Ew! Sweet. Alright then, guys, send in your questions to the email in the description. Let's try and get all, like, thought-provoking. In fact, let me know, actually. Do you prefer quick, rapid fire? You want to know stuff that I'm interested in? Stuff about YouTube, my life, that kind of thing that I can answer quickly? Or would you like a sort of like the zombie question from last week where I can get in depth and thoughts? Because I know I don't give off the impression, but surprisingly I do know quite a bit to do with the sort of like psychological, mechanical level of the games industries and why things work and why they don't, and I keep up to date on news and stuff, so you can ask me about serial things like that. Alright then, guys, email in the description. Yeah, let me know if you want one or the other or a combination. I'm pretty sure a combination will be the response, but I need those questions to be asked before I can do them. God! Alright guys, my name has been Rage. Remember to like, favourite and share. I will see you all next week, and I apologise for how late this video is going up, especially to the people in the European time zones, because it is really late now. Fortunately, it's Saturday, so yay! Everyone knows if you use the internet, you don't go to sleep until like 4, right? Remember to like, favourite and share. My name has been Rage. Goodbye.
Rage here in the building. The roof is on fire. Minecraft gotta do anything you want him to.
English failure!
Like and subscribe. Goodbye.